Hey everyone, it's Mr. Boydston here. Now, who remembers the story about the grasshopper and the ants? Well, the grasshopper and the ants is an old story about a group of ants. During the summer, they are working really hard to collect food. They collect food all day long, every day, so that they can store food for the winter. But the grasshopper says, "Why should I worry about food? There's food everywhere. Look at all this green grass that I can eat." So instead of working, the grasshopper just hangs out. He relaxes. He enjoys himself all throughout the summer, all the while the ants are continuing to work. But then winter comes. And when winter comes, the grasshopper can't find any more food. He has to walk around in the snow, cold and hungry. While he's doing that, all of the ants are underneath the ground, snug and warm with plenty of food to last throughout the entire winter. In fact, they saved so much food, they were able to help the grasshopper stay alive until the next spring. And when the next spring came, the grasshopper, instead of relaxing and having fun all summer, he decides that he should help. Now, as we listen to this story and we think about this story, what is the author trying to teach us? That's a good question. And that's something that good readers ask whenever we're reading certain types of stories. And when we think about this question, that's what we call theme. So, a theme is the lesson that the author is trying to teach you in the story. Now, for us to really be able to understand what the author is trying to teach us, we have to go back to the three most important things when we're reading a fiction story. We have to think about the characters, we have to think about the problem, and then we have to think about the solution. So in The Ants and the Grasshopper, the characters are the grasshopper and the ants. Now, what's the problem? The problem is they don't have any food during the winter. The ants decided to save food, but the grasshopper didn't. That was his problem. Now, how did they solve their problems? Well, because the ants had done a good job of collecting and saving food, they were able to give food not only to all the ants, but also to the grasshopper. So, what did the grasshopper learn? At the end of the story, the grasshopper learned that you got to save your food. Thus, that's how we figure out what the theme of the story is. The theme is you must work hard to prepare for the future. Otherwise, you could be in big trouble. Now, as we continue to be strong readers, I want us to think about this. What is the author trying to teach us? And I want us to put this into practice today with the story that we're going to read in our textbooks, Pepita and the Bully. All right, happy reading.